Mr. Roscoe Bino. Roscoe, man, how you doing?
Yeah, it's really nice to be here. But you're talking about the old days. Remember the yeah, you're talking about the tech thing, and everybody's like, what, wait, what? I remember so I called them, there must have been 100 people an hour trying to get in touch with Rob. Like, well, which one do I turn?
Oh, yeah.
And I got in touch with him somehow through Susie Bird or something, and I said, man, I really need help figuring this stuff out. And he goes, well, I could help you. I've got the time, but I don't think I have the patience. And that set me on the trek, like grow up and go figure this shit out on your own. And
I think it was
still
probably my
haven't
fault, Roscoe, because he did it with me, and I took so long that I'm like, just out of curiosity, Rob, what's your consulting fee per hour? And he told me, I'm like, check your PayPal. He's like, I wasn't going to ask. I'm like, I know, but here, so it's probably my fault, as with most things.
It's Chris the Straw, Eric.
Yeah, I remember meeting Chris for the long first time, so to speak. Yeah. And I remember I used to talk too much, and so I put a picture of Chris up behind the monitor, and every time I caught myself just rambling, I'd look up at the picture and...
I deserve every bit of that.
Did he give you the eyebrow?
I'm just glad. Hey, I did offer, Roscoe, to be fair, I did offer to log out completely if you wanted it while you played, just to...
Oh, I agreed.
Oh, okay.
I said, yeah.
All right,
or
what
just
you got
mute
for
him.
us,
Just
Roscoe?
mute him. That's all. Anyway, it's really nice to see everybody together like this again. It's such a wonderful thing you guys did, especially if you put it in context with the lockdown and all this bullshit. So anyway, I'll try to do a couple of. Speaking of lockdowns and bullshit, I got COVID for the second time 2 months ago, and you know that long-term brain fog bullshit that you didn't believe in. Well, it's
struggle
true.
is real.
Oh, yeah.
And it is very real, and fog isn't the right word for it. It's just, but it really helps my creativity because you only got like about a 5-second window, and it just goes right from your brain out of your mouth. And if you don't write it down, though, it's kind of just a ramble on. All right, anyway, I'll just let me look at that picture of Chris again. Okay. There it is. All right. Well, this goes out to Kate. No, I'm going to try a different tempo, Kate. Oh, it's an A minor if you guys want to pick on the bridges. Once in a while, the cat goes out and finds himself on a prowl. It's gonna be a doozer, honey. You're dealing with a cruiser. Once in a while, the cat goes out and finds himself in a jam. Gets a little sticky, baby. Can be a little tricky, honey. Tell your mama that you're gonna be late. Destiny and you got a date. Tell your Joe that you just gotta go. You gotta feel you're on a roll. You're just working out a bubble in your freaking soul. Oh, once in a while, the cat goes out and finds himself in a dead end. You know you're gonna fake it if you really wanna make it. Okay, here we go. It's a long night, so I'm gonna cut this short. Tell your mama that you're gonna be late. Destiny and you got a date. Tell your Joe that you just gotta go. You gotta feel you're on a roll. You're just working out a bubble
Recording
in your
in progress.
freaking soul. Once in a while, the cat goes out, finds himself in a jam, gets a little sticky, baby, can get a little tricky, honey. Once in a while, the cat goes out, finds himself in a dead end. You know you're gonna fake it if you really wanna make it. It's gonna be a doozy, honey. You're dealing with a cruiser. It's gonna be a doozy. You're dealing with a cruiser. My granddaughter, she goes, if you tell her not to do something, she goes, I think she picked that up from Avatar or something, you know, that shit.
Awesome.
Yeah, and my daughter's pregnant. I'm going to have another granddaughter.
Oh, mazel tov.
Congratulations.
It might come natural. One of mine used to do that too.
Have babies?
And
Or,
we didn't have a cat. No, the cat. We didn't even have a cat.
you didn't even have a cat. Well, no more James Cameron for her. That's all I know. Okay, so and by the way, I've been watching you guys on the TV, and it's always charming and wonderful. But I did think that when John, Jules, Corbin, and what's his name, Chris, when those four guys were chatting about, it was there was something magical about the way you spar with each other. But anyway,
Was it about Marvel movies?
it was about anything you think of, Jules.
Okay. I like how Ant-Man gets real big and then real tiny. Love it.
And I hated to watch you give up comedy and practice so much and get so good on the guitar.
Oh, come to my open mics. You'll see the scare quotes comedy all day, baby.
You got your solid 4 minutes down, do you?
Yeah. I got a
Like
type
five.
3.
Oh shit. Okay, so and the reason I had to leave is because Rob played a lead guitar on a song that is coming on my album coming up, and it took me 2 years to mix it down.
Well, you kept asking for more. I was like, okay, here's another. Here's another.
Rob sent me like 5 tracks of these guitar noodles all over the place, and at the end, I think he said, motherfucker, I'm tired of noodling or some shit like that. And
That may be a direct quote.
I've got it on tape. So anyway, it was joyful and wonderful. And then as he passed off the tracks to me, he said, well, make me sound like Jimi Hendrix, he said. So
Is that what you've done?
that's what I've done. Yeah, wait till you hear it. It's not like the mix I sent you as just a catch up with this. All right, here we go. So we get 2 songs, right?
Yes, please.
Okay. Became a man down in Nashville. I took a northern woman for my wife. She gave me 3 healthy children, and 2 of them that never saw the light. I lost my father in 77. I lost my mother in 10 years or more. Late at night, I hear the drumming. I hear 'em coming and knocking at my door. So pardon me if I get a little too high in my tree. You see, I once was a lot more like you. Now I'm a whole lot more like me. Once like you, now I'm a whole lot more like me. It's some old house in need of attention. Two young hearts in harmony, day to day, hard work, love and affection, and out of nothing came a home and family. A wiser man might have a moment and bow his head with Father Time. Consider blessings, good times and bad ones. Halfway up a mountain left to climb. So pardon me if I get a little too high in my tree. You see, I once was a lot more like you. Now I'm a whole lot more like me. Way up high in my tree. Way up high in my tree. Along this road that I travel, personal deeds done both right and wrong. Thoughts and feelings are there to unravel and weave into the fabric of a song. And weave into the fabric of a song. So pardon me if I get a little too high in my tree. You see, I once was a lot more like you. Now I'm a whole lot more like me. Way up high in my tree. Way up high in my tree. Way up high in my tree. Oh,
Missed you,
wow.
Roscoe.
So good to hear you, Roscoe.
Bloody missed you.
You're very welcome.
Oh, Mickey
Send a
Mouse.
new picture
The
if
mouse
you
is
need
Rowan, your boss. The mouse is here. Mickey,
The mouse? What? Hey,
Hey, Rowan, get back to work. No bathroom breaks.
Oh,
I didn't say she
that's
was stupid.
Unnerving.
Oh,
That
boy,
is
there's
unnerving.
too much
Dude.
water.
hey, I've got Jules started.
Well,
Don't put a nickel in me.
if
Mom
you've
wants it
stumbled
before
upon this
everybody.
feed and you're like, what is going on? This is VOM, the virtual open mic. We do this every Monday evening, and as of tonight, for the last 3 years. So
I don't know any of these people. I just stopped by.